What is up, everybody? God damn it, Marshall. You had one job.
I know, dude. I'm so late. It's all my fault.
You had one job. I'm going to put it off on you. Well, a couple things happened this morning. Let me explain. One thing is I overslept by 10 minutes. Well, no, I mean, not like overslept the hour, but I overslept later than I usually do. I usually don't sleep. I actually fell asleep and didn't wake up. And then when I woke up, I was rushed for time. I had like 30 minutes before the show. Ran in here, and guess what? Internet was out. And so it just really, this morning. Everything. And Magog has not showed up because Magog had his time messed up, I think. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I think Magog's had his time zones messed up. I don't know. He's on the same time zone as me, but I don't know. If he shows up, he shows up. You know, if he don't, we can figure it out a different day. So just the whole mornings went to shit, and I blame Red Eye.
Yes, it's all my fault. I apologize to the entire planet, except for the country of Liberia. I don't know why I picked them. I just did.
Liberia's a bitch. That's why. Audio's really low. I can't help it. I'm having audio issues. That's another thing. That's one of the reasons. There's Magog. One of the reasons we started out late is because my audio was fucked up and then my internet was out. Hello, Magog. How are you?
What's up?
Lord Magog, welcome.
Greetings.
What's up?
Excellent. Fucking awesome.
Sorry about the late time. Everything went wrong today, man.
Well, I didn't even get your other message.
But that's Red Eye's fault.
Yeah, that's fucking Australians, useless bastards.
I never make mistakes. That's his fault. And
Why do people on the other side of the world have to do things backwards?
Yes.
And we're fucking upside down. It makes everything just that little bit extra difficult.
And he's Caucasian. That's another problem. God
damn it. Guilty of being white.
Goddamn white girl.
I'm still trying to figure this shit out. Wait, God
All right.
Red Eye.
All right, chat. Keep giving us feedback about the audio, whether we got good levels or not.
Is that better?
That's louder.
Okay. Well,
just deep throat that mic.
That's all you're gonna get is me sucking the mic's dick. Anyways, I had a whole thing planned, and Magog fucked it all up.
Well, that's what I do.
That's what I did. It's actually the first.
Sorry, let me get caught up here because I'm
Yeah, that's fine. You gotta get some
I just like woke up.
I hear you pouring that vodka.
That is not vodka. That, my friend. Yeah, it's vodka.
That's vodka. There's nothing wrong with vodka in the morning.
Got to kickstart that heart.
We're also joined by Marshall Manson. Hello, Marshall. You can speak.
Yes, I can. Barely. Because I'm gay, and gay people can't speak.
Well, this is a new thing, development. I didn't know you were gay.
I'm only gay when I need to be.
I wouldn't have brought you on the show if I did.
I'm only gay for you.
I don't like gay people.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. Hell, I'm already demonetized. Fucking kicked off to a second channel. Ain't got no viewers. It sucks.
He doesn't like them, but he'll fuck them.
Yeah, I don't like them, but I will fuck them. That's true. That's
true. What the fuck did I agree to?
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. I'm trying to get this shit pulled up to. So, anyways, I guess what we're gonna talk about this morning. I had a whole different plan, but we're gonna talk about some fucking odd news, dude. That's what we're gonna jump into.
Always good.
Yeah. Well, what's the watch link?
Okay.
Hold on, I'll get that for you now and pop that in chat.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Now, what? I don't know if you know. You probably wouldn't. You don't keep up with me. I was recently flagged, so I had to move to a second channel and trying to build the secondary channel up now.
Well, no offense, but you look like the kind of asshole who would get flagged.
Yeah, I got flagged because we're partners with Kratom.
The link you just posted there, Red Eye, is a link to a pop-out chat.
Yes, sir. Oh, did you want the watch link for the actual video? Sorry, mate.
Yes,
I'll get that for you now. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, Red, quit fucking up.
So
like
that
I said,
I
I'm an Australian.
can take a look at the channel and all that good stuff too, you know.
Roger that.
I always like to come over to other YouTubers that I don't really know all that much about and learn about them, and you know, and get to know new people and see how to defeat them and make sure they never grow.
He was doing that just fine for you. Now I'm a smaller YouTuber anyway. I mean, on my main channel I only have like 15,000, but then I got struck down, and I've been doing this morning show for a little bit, trying to build it up. And then I got flagged because I had a sponsor for Kratom, a Kratom sponsor, and they said they deemed it dangerous, and they
Wait a minute. What do you mean you got struck down?
They suspended for 3 months.
Oh, you just got a community strike. Your channel's still up. I clicked the fucking link off of your Twitter.
Yeah, the main channel's still up. I cannot stream for 3 months, and that's what I put all my eggs into the basket recently, was to do this show, and then boom, got struck down for 3 months.
Yeah, but people get community strikes all the time, but you can upload other content.
Yeah, but I don't really do videos anymore. I do streaming.
Yeah, the live streaming was the thing. Here's the kicker, though. It's when they did this, they didn't actually say what crossed the line, and we had to get Trusted Flagger to go in. And if they then told Trusted Flagger what the actual problem was. So a lot of these strikes, they're not telling the content creators what they've done wrong, and they're left scratching their heads. We didn't find out for like 6 days what caused the whole problem, and it was just a link to a shop that sells kratom in a state where it's legal in America. And they're drop kicking people's channels like that and denying them the right to stream, which can impact someone's income if you're a content creator like yourself or Pimp.
Yeah, no, I understand that it sucks when you get a community strike because you can't stream. And if you're just a streamer, if you're just a streaming channel, then that really is a kick in the fucking teeth.
That's what it's primarily because
but you can't be on YouTube and not do both.
Yeah.
You've got to put out content.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It doesn't matter. Like even if you stream 5 days a week and do like a regular edited video once a week, as long as you're doing something, that's what they really want. They're like, I don't know, YouTube is weird. They're trying to promote mass production of larger content, but at the same time, they're trying to like demonetize and get rid of people. I don't get it.
It's weird. It's a weird thing where they're at. I don't know. I think their primary focus is on YouTube Red. Is what their primary.
They want to be like fucking MTV or something.
Cobra Kai shit is a good example of the direction I think they want to head. Yeah,
like a Netflix thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's already a Netflix and Amazon Prime and so many. There's nothing, the content creator can do about it but sit there and take the shit.
Yeah, there ain't nothing else you can do. You either change your content, and abide by the new rules, or move to another platform, because eventually you will get, flagged and all kinds of stuff. So.
And if you say stupid shit like I do, people get pissed off and they're gonna flag you.
Right.
And I say stupid shit all the time, like I like raping puppies.
Well, who doesn't like raping puppies? I mean, that's just a normal thing to say.
Yeah. Red Eye rapes.
I thought this was America.
I know, right? Goddamn America.
Red Eye
not puppies, wombats, mate. Wombats, remember?
Wombats, yes. Always a wombat.
I'll be right back.
All right.
We got some odd news today, huh?
Well, yeah, we're gonna do some odd news. By the way, let me make this announcement. Tomorrow we got Hellbent on, and
cool.
Thursday there won't be a show. There was almost not a show today. Thursday I have some appointments I have to take care of, so no show Thursday. Let's go. Yeah, I got some odd news. I'm gonna wait till he gets back.
Yeah.
We're gonna go through a few articles. It's gonna be a shorter show today because of this shit. Do what, Red?
I was just going to say, I'm going to grab a link to Magog's channel and put it in the internal chat so you can put it in the description to the show.
I will. I'll put it in a minute.
No
Yeah,
worries.
I'll do it afterwards.
Anyone who doesn't know, Magog is a really cool YouTuber. He's got like
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
a whole setup and character.
I
He's really
wouldn't
awesome.
I wouldn't say he was awesome, but he's okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'd go so far as to say is that as for character-based
He's good.
content,
Yeah.
there's only one guy that's on par with him, and I this is just my personal opinion. It's Captain Disillusion and Magog are the fucking lords of character-based content on YouTube. Between Magog and that guy, Captain Disillusion.
I don't know the other guy.
I haven't heard of the other dude, but I haven't checked his channel.
Yeah.
He does debunks all for audio visual stuff. If you want to learn how to tell if a video is fake, start watching his shit. He is really up there, like audio visual stuff. He's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. I haven't heard of them, but I mean I do know Magog. I think it was I don't know who it was.
D put me onto Magog when he was at about just over a couple. I think it was 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers. I started watching his stuff.
Yeah.
Haven't looked back.
Cool. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Seems like it anyway. Anyways, I'm trying to wait for him to get back before we read this article, and I do apologize to the chat room. Everything went wrong this morning. It's just
it happens when you got a live show.
Yeah.
And there's a link for later.
Galen says being dependent on YouTube for the main viewership was outdated in 2011. I agree. A lot of shit's going crazy with that stuff. I see Vash in the chat room. Hello, Vash. And glad you guys could join this debacle this morning. This is exactly what it is. I'm in a bad fucking mood today. Okay, anyway, here we go.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it.
No, we had that damn maintenance guy knocked on my door.
Mate.
I live in an apartment, and he had to switch out my air conditioning filter. I guess it's that time of year or something.
Sounds like a bad gay porn movie to me.
Yeah. I fucked him real quick.
Damn. I like it. Anyways, like I said, we're going to read a few odd news articles. Sorry. And we're going to have a very short show today because I got to take care of some shit anyway. So we'll do about an hour and then we'll go off. Then tomorrow we'll do the regular 2-hour show. Hellbent will be here tomorrow, guys. Appreciate him. He's a great guy. So anyways, let's jump right into the first odd story. Prosthetic arm points California deputies to 3 burglary suspects. Yes, investigators in California were pointed in the right direction after a prosthetic arm that was reported stolen last week was spotted in the alleged burglar's car, leading to arrests. An officer with the Grass Valley Police Department on Wednesday came across the suspects identified by the Nevada County Sheriff's Offices as Michael Martin, Emma St. Clair, and Mike Mulligan, and searched their car. Law enforcement officials uncovered the prosthetic limb, which the sheriff's office described in a Facebook post as the exact arm that was stolen in the burglary.
Who was the one-armed man?
How are you gonna steal a man's arm now? Come on,
dude. If you get caught with a prosthetic arm, you might as well just do a Harrison Ford and be like, "I didn't kill my wife."
Yeah.
Just so if the cop had watched The Fugitive, the cop could be like, "I don't care."
I don't care.
That classic scene with Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah, dude, Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
But, yeah, because the laws are going to look at you pretty rough if you're stealing prosthetic limbs from people. I mean, steal somebody's TV, but their goddamn leg or arm, that's fucked up. I mean, my dad's got one leg. Come on, dude, that's fucked up.
They can be pricey though. Like I get why they steal them, but it's still really fucked up.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, they are pricey.
I wonder if that guy woke up or like came home and noticed his arm was missing, which, you know, maybe he was asleep or something, because I don't imagine he'd be out and about without an arm. So maybe he woke up and his arm was missing, and he was just like, you know, I would flip this guy off. But
yeah, he didn't realize it until he went to applaud at something.
Right?
Yeah, like, fuck. Yeah. So, what do you think, Red Eye? How many arms have you stolen? You're in Australia. You're a criminal.
I don't really steal arms. Not much use for them down here.
Not much use for arms.
Not much use for spare ones anyway. I've got two pretty. They work fairly well, so I'll work with what I've got.
What you just said, though, like, why would they steal the arm? Like, what would make them look at the arm and like, I'm going to steal that?
I've got the answer: drugs and or alcohol.
It's meth. Meth is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, you guys automatically jump to the like worst conclusion. This guy could have just been like Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy and just thought it would be funny.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like Rocket was like, I need that guy's eye, you know, for no reason.
Yeah, that's true. And there are people like that. I'm kind of like that.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
That's true.
Could have been yeah, you're right there. Or it could have just been that they were a klepto and they just have a real like hardcore thing for fucking limbs, false, you know, fake limbs.
Maybe maybe there's a big black market for prosthetic limbs.
There could be.
I doubt it, because there's not an amputee black market. I don't really think.
Yeah,
that's a fucking thing. Considering like most people get prosthetic limbs through insurance and stuff. Yeah. I mean, if you're a fucking amputee, most of the time we take care of them. You know, the healthcare system does.
Yeah, my pop recently became one, and they're working on his leg at the moment.
Unless, does it say it was one of those fancy robotic ones? Because that could be like worth some money.
Nah, it was just one of those fucking
plastic ones.
Yeah, one of those.
See, I've seen some fancy new ones that like fucking move on their own and all kinds of shit, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You think it and it grips it.
Yeah,
Boston Dynamics made it. One of the returned vets lost his arm or something in an IED explosion, and he can pick up an egg and manipulate the fingers and it's all done just by thinking about it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
he's a cyborg.
I follow this chick on Twitter because I just saw her picture and thought she looked cool. I don't even know that much about her, but she's like an actress or something, and she's like one of the few like actual like amputee actresses in Hollywood. And she's got a fucking arm that's like a bio arm. Damn thing has like neon lights on it, like Tron and shit, and she can fully move it and everything. And I was like, that chick is cool. Follow.
Yeah,
she's got a fucking Tron arm. I'm following you. I'm just saying, if you want me to follow you on Twitter, have a Tron arm.
Absolutely.
It was DARPA. That's right. DARPA did that. The cybernetic stuff. Boston Dynamics did the robot pack horse looking thing.
I'm gonna get a prosthetic penis. I need a bigger one.
I don't know. Like, that just reminds me of the movie Space Truckers.
That's a great movie. Not many people have seen that movie.
I fucking love it when Charles Dance is like the android and she's on the bed and he turns around and he like from below the screen, he pulls a fucking string. It starts his dick. The smoke starts coming up.
Yeah, dude, that's so fucking cool.
I have my pop culture references are off the fucking charts, my bros.
Yeah. Here's another article. Mother changes son's name after Botched tattoo spells it wrong.
Oops.
So a mother's effort to honor her young children went terribly wrong when the tattoo she got of her son's name was spelled incorrectly. So she took what some might call an unusual approach and named her son after the tattoo. Kevin, the 2-year-old son of Joanna Sandstorm of Sweden, was renamed Kelvin.
How do you fuck up Kevin?
Well, he put an L in it.
Oops.
Kelvin. So Kevin became Kelvin because the tattoo artist is a fucking retard.
I'd be suing a tattoo parlor.
Exactly, but why would you change his name?
We'll just change his name. It'll be all right.
You could get it removed and then redone. Like,
Yeah.
Like they have a fucking cream now that you can put on tattoos for like a month, and the tattoo will fade.
I've heard about this.
It absorbs the ink out of your skin. Like you don't even have to have lasers anymore. Like you could just like the only thing, like, because a buddy of mine used it to remove something that he got down in Tijuana or something. But the only thing is it doesn't work on black very well.
Oh, okay.
Like black ink is just so dark that it basically turns into like a really light purple, so you can still see it. But most colors will get pulled out of your skin with it.
Well, I figure they'll end up figuring that kink out.
Yeah, eventually, and that shit. It's no lie though. I mean, it's cheaper than the laser surgery because it's just a cream you buy. But it's like that shit burns, man. He was like, "Fuck."
I bet.
I've seen like these home tattoo removal kits where you literally basically just sand off your fucking tattoo.
Yeah. But that depends on how deep the needle went too. I've had my tattoos redone. Like every time I go to the tattoo parlor and get a new tattoo, my tattoo artist notices that my other tattoos are kind of fading a little bit, and he'll touch them up for free, because he's already working on the one I want him to work on. And it's like how much I'm these fucking things ain't never coming off. they're fucking on my bones at this point,
God damn.
But I'm also incredibly pale. So even if I were to get my tattoos are black, so even if I were to get them removed, they wouldn't be ever, even with laser, they probably wouldn't ever be removed permanently. I'd always have some sort of ghostly outline of the tattoo.
Have they figured out the scarring thing though? Because back in the day, it used to leave pretty good scars when they removed the tattoos.
No, I knew a girl in college that had the tattoos. She got tattoos on her hands, and because she wanted to go into nursing, they weren't ever going to hire her with those. So she went and got laser tattoo, and it looked pretty good. There wasn't much scarring or anything after she had it done.
Okay, well, see, back in the day, I knew a dude, and it looked worse with the scarring than it did with the tattoo. So I was like, damn.
Yeah, but
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say, though, that kind of pissed me off, though, talking to her and stuff, because I was like, they won't hire you to be a nurse just because you have tattoos. I thought we lived in an age where, like, pretty much tattoos are acceptable now.
It's still pretty bad.
It's like
in the South, and it's still bad here.
Yeah, there was a time in this country where the only people who had tattoos were like bikers and Navy guys. Yeah. Like just moms would tell their daughters to stay away from men like that, and now it's like everybody got a fucking tattoo.
Yeah, well, I was recently at the hospital a couple months ago with my dad, and he had a nurse. It was a guy nurse too, and this dude was covered in fucking tats. So,
yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
The funny thing about tattoos is the only people that give a shit whether you got a tattoo or not are people that don't have tattoos.
Welcome.
Have you noticed that?
That's true.
Well, I've always at least gotten my tattoos strategically that in places that can be covered up, just in case I ended up in a job that was like, you can't have tattoos that show. Yeah. Like we don't care if you have tattoos, but have a little professionalism. And you know what? Businesses have the right to do that.
I agree.
If you're trying to join some like prestigious law firm and you're supposed to look good in a goddamn 3-piece suit and you're going to appear in court in front of judges and you want those judges to fucking respect you, it's probably not good to have MS-13 on your fucking knuckles.
Yeah, exactly. And even smaller. I mean, like if you're going to work in a nursery, right? You don't want to show up with with a bunch of kids with goddamn titties on your arm or something.
Right.
It's just,
right.
Yeah.
It's like I love kids. I work in a fucking child cancer ward, but I punch babies on my fucking arm. That was just
Red's tattoo. Red, did you tell him about your tattoo? I punch babies.
I punch babies.
I need to get that tattoo now.
Am I hijacking your stream? I talk a lot, guys. You gotta tell me.
Dude, he's nervous. Red Eye usually talks more than anybody.
Why are you nervous, man? Why are you nervous, Red
Eye? Bit of a fan, mate.
Oh, are you?
You talk to me all the time, Red.
So you guys watch the Magog. That's cool.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching since probably 3,000 sub mark. But one of my mates put me onto you quite early in the piece, and I really enjoy especially I love the post stuff. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, you have. That's great. I sometimes get to meet people that are bigger fans of Poe than Magog. He's got his own following. He surely does.
I'd say I've got an even amount of love for all the characters, especially Rufus, because he's punished Magog once or twice, and that made me cry with laughter. A couple of those episodes.
I've got to figure out a way to bring him back that doesn't take 18 hours to animate.
Oh shit! Because that was a fun episode. That one, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I put the dragon in because I thought it would be funny because I was talking about people who thought they were real other animals. Like it was those other kin people, where they're like, I'm really a wolf. No,
that's
no,
right.
you're not.
I'm a squirrel, goddammit.
I was like, I got a guy literally saying he has dragon blood, so I might as well put a dragon in this episode. It was just Rufus was actually meant to be just a one-off joke, but people loved him. So,
yeah, I see him in some episodes. He's flying off in the background.
Oh yeah. I'm redoing the outside of my window now that I'm out of school. Though I've got a lot more time on my hands, and I'm reanimating everything. I want a full night and day shift. I want rain, snow outside the window and stuff, so that Magog could have different, weather patterns and stuff. And I want to get different creatures flying around, not just Rufus,
Yeah. And what was the other one? The episode where you did the early video game graphics. That was fucking awesome. Where you met the
Valentine's Day. I haven't done that since because that was fucking hard to animate.
Oh, it looked great, dude. It really did. So props for that episode. I fucking loved it.
I appreciate it, man. Well, thanks for watching. And
no worries.
And fuck Pimpmunk for not watching.
I've watched twice. Actually, I've watched a few times. I really like it when you have a Medusa on because she's got big titties.
Yeah, I figured you'd go there.
Yeah,
and the beard Barian, he's good value too.
That, just titties is all I'm worried about.
Well, you'll like the new side quest coming in June because I've got 2 ladies that are joining the show as co-hosts. So it'd be me, Beardy, and 2 anonymous ladies that we're not announcing until the show. So.
Outstanding.
Yes. One of them is going to be a dark fairy. The other one's going to be a thief. These girls agreed to be characters from my world, unlike Vamp.
Cool.
So
I think you're brilliant. I honestly do think you're brilliant because you really you can tell you really trying and you really do a lot of hard work to this, and I respect that a lot.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I do it to get laid, but it hadn't worked yet. It hasn't worked yet, but I keep trying.
I tell you, the best way to get laid, best way to get laid in this world is pay them.
Yeah.
Best way to get laid is to have drugs. What?
Yeah, well, yeah, that too. Louisiana lawmakers get into a fight at a bar.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I respect that though. That's like the Congress of old days. Like I remember taking Arkansas history because I live in Arkansas and I took Arkansas state history, and there was a time in my state when like 2 state congressmen had a fucking duel and shot each other. Like it was in the fucking 1800s, it was like in the cowboy days, and they had a fucking high noon gun draw because they couldn't agree on a bill. Like that's politics, baby.
It should be. It should be today. We're next door neighbors, by the way. I'm in Mississippi, so
Mississippi.
What
part of Mississippi, or do you not want to say?
No, that's fine. I'm in Northeast Mississippi. I'm closer to Memphis.
That's Northwest.
No, Northeast.
You say you're closer to Memphis?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to Memphis. I'm about an hour and a half drive from Memphis. I'm Northeast.
Well, you're northeast of Memphis, but you're in the northwestern part of the state.
No, I'm in Northeast Mississippi.
How is that close to Memphis? Memphis is literally on the northwest corner of Arkansas and Mississippi.
I'm an hour and a half south of Memphis, so I'm northeast in Mississippi. Trust me, I know where I live.
Google
I know
Maps.
that, but I'm trying to see it in my head.
Yeah,
'Cause
Northeast Mississippi. Yeah, we even got a college right down the road from me called Northeast Mississippi College.
God, Mississippi must be a smaller state than I thought.
Yeah, it is a very small state. It's
They need
also
to
very.
move that college, dude. It's in the wrong place.
Because
Yeah,
I'm like 2 hours away from Memphis.
really. Okay.
Yeah, because Memphis is right there on the Mississippi River. You know.
You're not too far from Little Rock now.
Yeah, I'm in the Little Rock area. Yeah.
Okay. I got a sister lives in Hot Springs.
Yeah, that's about an hour away.
Yeah, about an hour. So yeah, but anyways, I don't know if you know anything about Mississippi, but Tupelo area, I live right next to Tupelo.
I've been to Tunica. That's about all I know about Mississippi.
Tunica, the casino, yeah.
And I also know that Mississippi was once burning.
Yes, it was.
That is a great movie. Willem Dafoe and Gene Hackman. Mississippi Burning. If you've never seen it,
go ahead, Red.
I got a story. This sort of happened this week. So, in the lovely city of Adelaide, a man who saw his own missing ute drive past his house detained the fucking alleged thief until the police arrived. So, police say the car owner was at Silix Beach, at south of Adelaide, at about 9:40 p.m. when he saw his work ute drive past. He approached the slow-moving vehicle, grabbed hold of the driver, and detained him until police arrived, sustaining a hand injury in the process. The white Toyota Hilux was allegedly stolen during a break-in, and they also stole a quantity of this man's wine. So I think he's probably more worried about the wine than the fucking car. Police say they arrested a 28-year-old man and charged him with serious criminal trespass, illegal use of a motor vehicle, and theft. And you might not want to move to Adelaide. In a similar incident in Adelaide yesterday, a man saw his allegedly stolen BMW sedan on the highway, and he followed it down the road for 15 kilometres while he was on the phone to the police. And the police grabbed the 3 occupants and arrested them and charged them with illegal use of a motor vehicle. So apparently in Australia, you get your own stolen shit back.
Yeah, you told a lot of stories on here about people kind of having to get their own shit back.
I've been to the police. I was told I had a guitar that was stolen from overseas. It was one of my friend's custom guitar worth a couple of grand. I bought it on eBay to get it back to him. PayPal said, take it straight to the police so they can put it in lockup. And I took it to the police, explained to them. They went, what do you fucking want us to do, mate? Fuck off. I went, they literally told me to fuck off. They went, what do you want us to do? Fuck off, mate.
The police.
I went, well, okay. I said I was told to bring this down and put it in police custody, but I took the guitar home and posted it back to me, mate. That was that.
What you want us to do? Fuck off. Hey, I wish cops would be more that way. We ain't gonna do nothing anyway, so why are you worrying us with it?
See, the police like to beat the shit out of people here, though. And in Victoria at the moment, see, what happens when the police beat the shit out of someone, the police investigate the police for beating the shit out of a fucking suspect, and they usually find in favour of the police.
Really? That's a
yeah. Yeah, I know. Except now that there's all these people with these mobile phones with video cameras, and they tape the police beating the shit out of these people.
We've decided that we have done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That's the way.
That's basically it. Like the dude gets... There was this one case, this lady went up to the house because her husband or de facto was beating her up and threatening her with domestic violence. So she's run up to the other house where a cop lives. She's knocked on the door. The cops opened the door and went, fuck off, right? She's ran down the driveway out in the street. The policeman that followed her outside his house, down the driveway out in the street, and then punched her in the face and shattered her cheekbone.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with Australia, dude?
Yeah, and the cops went, yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. Now an independent sort of adjudicator's coming and going, yeah, no, that's going to court, that one. So he's gone. The chick's gone, help me. My boyfriend's beating me up, and the cops screamed in her face, fuck off, and she's freaked out and run off his property. He's run down the driveway after her and then punched her, and he said, and when asked why he punched, he said, I was worried that she was going to assault me. It's like, hold on, you ran down your driveway after her and then smashed her in the face, you fucking lying bastard. Well, it's like...
She was really hard, and there was really
so, yeah, there's...
I have a story for you vapors out there because I'm a smoker, and you know what? I've smoked cigarettes, and I may get cancer, and I may fucking die young and leave a pretty corpse. But at least this won't happen to me. A U.S. man has been killed by an explosion of his vape pen.
Well, fuck.
A U.S. man died when a vape pen blew up and projected fragments into his skull.
Oh.
The 38-year-old's body was discovered by firefighters in the burning bedroom of his family home in the beach resort of St. Pete, Florida. It is believed to be the first U.S. death from a vape pen explosion.
See? There you go. Everybody's always telling me I need to quit smoking, go to vape. See, you want me to blow the fuck up?
He was a television producer.
Oh. What did he produce? What kind of TV?
It doesn't say, but he had the electronic vape was manufactured by Smoky Mountain. Anybody who has lost a son doesn't want anyone else to lose a child to something like this, he said. The medical examiner said.
Wow. So
Here's the problem with that whole situation. Like, vape pens are not like heavily regulated. So like if you don't buy like a trusted brand, you're buying some fucking Hong Kong made shit that's going to blow up in your fucking hand.
Yeah.
Do your research if you're going to switch to vape.
Like,
Because even if it doesn't kill you, it may be the first U.S. death of vape because of vape pens, but there have been countless incidences where it's blown up in people's pockets, it's blown up in people's hands, and like crippled their fucking fingers and shit.
It's
Like,
really bad. I've seen people horribly burned because it blew up in their mouth.
Wow, really? Damn,
Jesus
yeah.
And my cigarette ain't never blew up in my goddamn hand. There you go.
Then again, you know, it's just one of those little weird things because, you know, nobody with a vape pen has ever burned down their fucking house from falling asleep with it in their hand.
Yeah.
And that has fucking happened many times.
So you ruined my moment. You ruined my fucking moment, man.
Smoking's bad.
God damn it. For just a second, I had an argument against vaping, and you fucked it up. But no.
I'm going to quit smoking this summer, though. I told myself that I'm going to give the old college try. But it's hard for me. I've tried the patch, couldn't keep it lit. I tried the gum, couldn't keep it lit.
Yeah.
The shit just doesn't burn very well.
Not as enjoyable as a cigarette.
And I've even tried to quit smoking drugs, and it gives you horrible nightmares. So I've decided to quit smoking by doing heroin. And I figured that's a really good choice, you know, replace one habit with another.
Yeah, the only way I can quit right now is suicide, and I don't want to do that. So
Well, you're quitting everything.
yeah,
Yeah, right. Then you're quitting life.
yeah, but I need to quit. I mean, I've been saying that forever, but it's a hard habit to kick, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Especially when it's like your only real habit. Like, I joke around a lot, but I really don't do drugs or drink a lot. So smoking's been my vice since I was like 16.
I can't say that though.
I do drink, don't get me wrong, and I've had my days, but after Iraq, I decided that alcohol compounds the problems, not takes them away.
Yeah.
So
and smoke.
I had to cut back on that shit a little bit. I was getting a little wild after Iraq, man. I was going to the pub every night.
I hear you.
And I mean that literally because I was stationed in England.
Yeah, the pub. Absolutely. That's what Red Eye calls it. So he's from Australia. So he's from another place.
That's correct.
But I've talked to Red Eye. Who's this other guy with the fucking pentagram and naked woman crucified?
Naked woman. That's Jesus, sir.
That's Jesus?
It's Jesus.
That is a feminine Jesus outline right there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's homo Jesus.
You should get a naked woman instead of Jesus. Just
I
saying.
just might do that.
That's a new idea. That's a new... you can have that idea for free because I'm a friend. I'm a giver.
Be a naked red woman from Star Wars, and she'll be on the pentagram.
This is Marshall Manson. He's a rapping dude, man.
All right.
Rocker rapper.
Yeah, I'd say about like half and half rapping, but
He's
I
awesome.
do music.
He's very talented musician.
Another rapper named Marshall. Great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You get it. His name is Marshall Manson.
Right.
Yeah.
Ah, that's clever.
It is clever.
I'm actually going to be producing a pimp song here soon.
Yes, he is actually producing a pimp song. So.
Nice. I had a couple fans of mine that have a thrash metal band that decided to do a song about me. So it's called The Might of Magog. And it's crazy.
Badass.
That's awesome.
They're doing a music video too, so when they put that out, I'll put it out on my channel.
Yeah, I'm going to Atlanta, and we're going to shoot a video for the song he's producing.
Did you get quieter, or did my mic fuck up?
He's having audio issues.
I'm having audio issues today. Sorry about that. I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
I can hear you, but you're low. Like when I first started the stream, you were fine. You were good and loud.
I've been having audio issues all fucking morning. Let me see.
It's a little bit staticky too.
You check your connections then.
I got connections.
Connections. Fucking Australians. I feel sorry for you bastards.
Can you hear me now?
You're pretty much the same for me.
Yeah, still the same.
Yeah, it's weird. Don't know what's going on.
I just did my last video on an Australian comedian, and I really felt sorry for Australians. I was like, this is what comedy is in Australia.
They have no sense of humor down there.
Now
you're loud.
Well, I'm using the fucking built-in mic, and
okay.
This mic here is no went to shit. Gotta buy a new one.
Yep. Was the Australian comedian Demi Lardner?
Yes, it was.
Oh god,
she's horrible.
Is that the one that does the dad thing?
Yeah. The dad's Google history. Yeah.
Google history.
I literally had no jokes. It was that cringy. I just made Magog suffer. Like I was just like I made Poe's head explode.
I hope Poe's all right. I'm gonna miss him.
And then I threw Bearing in there just for a gag, you know. I was like, I hope he sees it because we did a collab together. We're friends, and he was like, "Fucking hell, mate."
Yeah, that was funny as hell. That video, I loved it.
I've never talked to Bearing. I've been wanting to talk to him. He seems like an all right guy.
He is. He's a cool dude. He just I ain't talked to him in a while though. I don't know if he's still doing videos, but I don't know if he's just dropped off the scene because he got his Twitter banned.
I remember that.
Everybody's
but Bearing's cousin has a Twitter now. Wink.
No, it didn't. It got banned.
They nuked that one too.
Yeah. Christy Winters goes after every fucking thing he
Fisty Splinters.
Fucking Fisty.
Yeah. Poor Bearing.
I named a bear after. I got some bondage bears, and I named one after her and one after Steve Shives, Fisty and Gimpy. So yeah. Yeah, but she's a crazy bitch, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, man. I kind of been walking between the raindrops, but every now and again I'll get a negative comment. I actually got a negative comment last night that I just cracked up laughing at because it wasn't even on my video. I posted a comment on This Week in Stupid.
Yeah,
because I was watching Sargon, and Sargon liked the comment. You know, where if you like a comment, it has a little heart. You know.
Yeah,
and I guess that bumped it up to the top of his comments or something because he liked it. So I ended up getting like 18 comments on that. And it was his This Week in Stupid where he talked about the royal wedding and everybody all like praising the new bride because she's like half black or whatever. And I just cracked a joke in the comments. I was like, she's also the princess of Wakanda.
Yeah.
And like last night at like 1 a.m, all of a sudden I got like, you know, like I didn't see it until I woke up this morning before I got on the show. But at like 1 a.m, I got a fucking comment on it. And some guy was like, hey, look, everybody, the skeptic community throwaway wants to say something. And I was like, oh, this is great. Oh, I love negative comments. So I like thumbed it up. Was like, thanks for knowing me.
Awesome.
You know, it's like that Jack Sparrow thing was like, you are the worst YouTuber I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait till I'm sure you got them already, but the people that come in every day to tell you they hate you, but they're there every time you're fucking live or do any kind of videos. I hate you. but you watch everything.
Right.
you watch everything I do, but you hate me.
I have one that comments on every video I post, and she's like, she's only got like 900 subs, and she's got like, she's like a vegan feminist.
Yeah.
And she's just like, every video I post, she's all like, I see your back spewing your filth and hatred. And I'm like, I see your back being a dumbass.
Exactly.
He sounds charming.
Yeah, I know.
And if you ever comment back to them, then they think they got you.
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
They won.
Everybody's after that gotcha comment.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's the internet debate has boiled down to gotcha.
Gotcha. And
you're a Nazi. I win.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody. Well, Red is a Nazi.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Achtung?
What? Don't you do that here? No, I'm joking. So I say things on purpose to piss them off. So probably the reason I got fucking flagged. Whatever. So we'll read one more story here, then we'll just talk a little shit and end it early. Like I said, it's ended early because I always end it at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to do that again today. I do apologize about starting late, but the reason I have to end instead of going on is because I do have an appointment today. So a police call for man's argument with a parrot. A neighbor in Germany called police about a domestic dispute after hearing loud shouting next door. It was a man arguing with his parrot. No word on who won the argument.
The parrot.
Yeah, of course, dude.
If you're dumb enough for that to happen, then the parrot is smarter.
It reminds me of that joke of that dude. He only had one eye and he had a patch on his eye, and he was lonely because he was afraid to go out and talk to people. So he went to his doctor, and the doctor told him to get a pet. And so he went and got a parrot, and the parrot kept saying, "Fuck you, you one-eye motherfucker. Fuck you, you wanna." So eventually he got mad and threw the parrot in the freezer. And then about an hour later, he said, "Oh my God, what did I do to my parrot?" Opened up the freezer, and the parrot was like this.
Right? No, I've heard that joke, but done in a different way, where the guy buys a parrot and it won't stop cursing, and it's waking up the neighbors. And finally one day he gets pissed because the parrot's like, "Fuck you, fuck you." And so he just grabs the parrot and throws him in the freezer. And then like a couple minutes later, there's a little, the parrot's like, "Mister, if you let me out, I swear I'll be good. I'll behave. I'll be the best pet you ever had. I won't curse anymore." And so the guy's like, "Hell yeah." And he pulled the parrot out, and he was like, I hope you learned your lesson. And the parrot's like, "Yes, sir, I did. I just have one question." And the man goes, "What?" And he goes, "What'd the chicken do?"
No. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that version too. It's funny. Yeah, dude. But what would you argue with your parent about? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What argument would he be having with the parrot?
I've seen parrots yell at their owners for shitting on the floor and shit. So
my first job when I was 16 was at PetSmart.
Yeah.
Like my first actual job. Obviously I like mowed lawns and
stuff
like that. But man, we had an African gray, which is a parrot, and nobody bought him. He was a $1,600 parrot, and we called him Petey. And the reason nobody bought him is because he'd sit there and listen to our conversations after the store closed. And I remember it one day. It was like a busy Saturday. There was like tons of people there. I was at the cash register, and I'm checking this couple out that had come in to buy dog treats or whatever. And all of a sudden, I hear from aquatics, which is where the bird section is too. I hear fucking Petey go, "Fuck!" And we were like, "Oh God, it learned." Because like after the store closes, employees talk shit, right?
Yeah.
So suddenly it's just like cock. Fucker! Just loud as fuck in the store. It like echo. All the customers are stopping, like looking around. It got so bad that he wouldn't stop cursing and shit that we had to put a towel over his cage and make him go to sleep when customers was in. So nobody bought him. One day somebody stole him. Somebody stole an African gray. Like it came in like that damn thing. That cage had a fucking fucking master lock on it. And the guy came in a trench coat on a busy day, and it had bolt cutters, and he popped the lock off and shoved that bird in his coat and walked out.
Damn. Just shoved it in his coat. Now there was a local pet shop around here, well, my hometown, and it was racist. The parrot was. Somebody had talked this about. You don't let customers talk to the damn parrot because you know guys are walking around saying some shit. But anyways, this parrot would say the N-word a lot, and yeah, and I was there one day and there was a black woman there, and she's like, her eyes like, parrot nerd. And it was funny, but I mean, it's just like you can't jump on the parrot. The parrot didn't do anything wrong. It's just repeating me.
I would love to take that parrot to Berkeley.
Oh, wouldn't you though?
God.
Like just walk around and then it says some fucked up shit, and all the fucking progressives are all like, suddenly like the SJWs are like. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. My parrot is so fucking racist. He doesn't realize his parrot privilege.
What if we get the parrot? We get the parrot and we get Dankula's pug, and we put them in the one video and just go for broke.
There you go.
I just need a parrot that says "See Kyle," so the pug will lift his paw every time the parrot goes.
Just have them sitting there beside each other in somebody's safe space. Yeah.
Put them both in like little Nazi costumes.
Yeah. Put a little mustache on the parrot.
Oh no!
Teach him Hitler's speech.
We had oh fuck, what are those birds? No, it wasn't a cockatoo.
Cockatoo?
No, it was
I've had a cockatoo.
No, we had birds when I was a kid, and they didn't speak, but they would whistle. So they would learn how to whistle like what you whistled. And my dad fucking loved Andy Griffith. So every time the show came on and that song played, you know, the Andy Griffith show?
Yeah.
And Cleo and Tweety would just fucking whistle that goddamn song all day. Like do 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 do. Fucking birds.
Well, that was definitely not the Andy Griffith theme.
Yep.
Budgerigars do that. They sing along with stuff and actually try and talk. I had a mate, he had a little budgerigar, and if you listen to it carefully, he taught it to swear. It used to say some curse words.
Yeah.
Man, working at PetSmart was an eye-opening experience because people in Arkansas have some weird fucking pets.
Yeah,
we don't really have pet laws here. If you can raise it, you can have it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
And this guy come in one day and he had this big old box and he put it down on the fucking cart and he pushed it up to my register and he's like, I don't want it anymore. It tried to kill me. And I was like, what's in the fucking box?
What's in the box? 7. What's in the box? What's in the box?
So this guy, he's like, you know, and I fucking opened it up and I shit you not, it was like a fucking 9-foot long ball python. You know, fully mature. He's had it since it was like a little baby snake. And apparently it just got in his head one day that it just wanted to fucking kill him. It wrapped around him in his sleep and tried to choke him to death after it killed his dog.
Damn.
Oh, you know, and people brought animals to us thinking we're the pound. Like, it's PetSmart, bro. So, like, he was like, the pound won't take it. They only take cats and dogs, and they're afraid he'll just eat all the cats and dogs. And I was like, okay. I'm like, what do you want me to do with this big-ass snake? So I called the zoo, the Little Rock Zoo. And I was just like, can I talk to the big-ass snake department? Like,
big-ass snake department.
Like,
I mean, that's so me, though. I wouldn't know what to say either. Big fucker.
Yeah. Can I talk to the big fucking snake department, please? Like, so like I got the reptile lady on the phone and she got all excited when I told her there was a 9-foot python here and the guy didn't want him anymore. And she came and got him.
Damn.
She came and got him. She was like, you want to hold him? She's pulling him out of the box. I'm like, don't pull the killer snake out of the box. Don't leave the killer snake in the box, lady, until you leave, you know?
I always tell people, make sure you really want, because everybody thinks they want these exotic animals. And then once they get them, not so much. I knew a dude who wanted a fucking alligator. He got one.
Yeah, you can get baby alligators. My mom.
Yeah, but this alligator ended up growing up and ate his cat.
Yeah.
Yes.
You could take the alligator out of the swamp, but you can't take the swamp out of the alligator.
Them motherfuckers are ghetto as hell.
God damn.
But I all I want is a dog. I don't want none of these exotic animals. Maybe a fucking pet squirrel.
No. I had a friend of mine who had a raccoon for 20 years.
I had a coon when I was a kid. Oh, you said raccoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
It did. But yeah, he had that fucking thing trained. Now, most of the time, raccoons are ornery as shit once they grow up, but you have to constantly be with
Constant
them.
care.
Yeah, if you leave them alone, they'll go wild on you, and they'll bite and all kinds of shit. But he spent every waking minute with this fucking raccoon. He loved it, and it loved him, and he had that fucking thing trained. There was a trapdoor on his refrigerator so the fucking raccoon could go inside the fridge and get him a beer.
Mm. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
His little hands he'd come waddling in with a fucking bottle of beer in his little hands.
His little hands.
He's just like carrying it by the neck, because it's too heavy.
Why you say that?
Just like
His little
waddling.
hand.
He's just like waddling with his little raccoon hands carrying his bottle of beer.
Oh, that's funny. I had a friend had a pet possum.
Now that's...
But here's the deal. That possum was mean to everybody but him.
Yeah, most animals are like that. Though.
He loved him. But dude, I wouldn't go near the motherfucker. He'd start going. I'm like, oh no, little possum, because possums are mean.
Yeah, they are. There was a couple that came into PetSmart had a pet skunk. They dissected him. They dissected him.
They take him. Yeah.
And that was the nicest damn animal. Like I thought that it would. No, man, it got up on my register and was like sniffing me and shit. And dude, skunks are soft.
They're pretty too.
Yeah, man, they're a cute little animal.
They are a beautiful animal, but damn, them motherfuckers stink.
Yeah, Jesus. They had him descented and he'd still spray, but it wouldn't be like as bad. So like if he got scared and sprayed or something, it could wash off fairly easy.
I've never been sprayed, but I knew a dude who was, and he said the best thing to do is to bathe in tomato juice.
Yeah, that's an old.
I don't know if that works. I don't know if that actually works. I don't know if it works, but yeah, dude, you walk outside right after a skunk spray something. Oh my god! But they are pretty animals.
When I was younger, my father had a pet flying squirrel that he rescued as a baby, and one day, I guess he had it outside, and it just flew off like it does into a lawnmower, and kind of died. It was awful.
That's crazy, but it reminds me of a story of my uncle who had a snake. It got out of his thing, and we couldn't find it. He had a fan that didn't have the guard on it, and all of a sudden we heard. But the snake was tied up in that mother.
A similar thing happened to me, but it wasn't a pet. It was a neighborhood cat. Like one of these feral cats that just wander around because it's nobody's pet. These fucking cats in the neighborhood I grew up in. Wintertime would roll around. We get some snow or some ice storms or whatever, and cats would crawl up into the engines of your car because the engines were warm, because you just got home or whatever. So I got home and my engine was still warm. And like 20 or 30 minutes later, I went to leave again, because I had some fucking appointments or whatever. I got in my car, started it, and all of a sudden I heard,
damn.
I was like, what the fuck was that? And I got out. There was all this like blood and guts and fucking fur underneath my car. And I was like, that motherfucker was on the fan. He was on the goddamn fan. And it was a big fan too, because I had a big block fucking V8 and a fucking monitor. Like,
if it happened to any animal, though, I'm going to have it to a cat because I hate cats.
That dumbass fucking cat. I didn't even know he was up in there, man. Like, I could have known. I don't check my fucking engine. My engine bay. I don't pop my hood every time I go to start my car,
Don't check for cats.
I guess I scared him and he jumped into the fan or something because he must have been on top of the engine, getting warm. And I fucking turned on my car and it probably scared him and he jumped right into the goddamn fan.
That's crazy. I almost killed a cat in a dryer.
You don't almost do that. That's called being a psycho.
No, this is not true. This is what everybody says that when I tell this story. I did hate the cat. It was my ex-wife's cat. However, I was trying to be nice. I was cleaning the house, and she had some clothes in the dryer and so I just shut it up and it turned it on. And I was in there washing dishes, and I heard I said, well, we must have a pair of shoes in the dryer. And then I went in there and opened the door. Cat shit. Ooh, it stank. But the cat was alive. It stayed alive. But the only thing about it was, how cats are graceful. That cat lost all gracefulness forever. It would be standing on the windowsill and just fall over.
You fucked its internal cat senses up.
Yeah, I fucked it. It'd walk around like this. I mean, it's like a meth head, dude. That cat was fucked up.
He gets flashbacks every day.
Yeah. I'd take a sock and throw it around and somebody have a goddamn epileptic fit.
Fucking animals. Now, I have questions about the flying squirrel.
Yes.
Okay. Because flying squirrels are not indigenous.
I'm not actually sure, because that did happen either when I was too young to remember or when I was probably before I was born. But that is a family story that is passed around quite often.
Because flying squirrels are indigenous to like Australia. They're not fucking American. Either it got loose, like somebody brought it over as a pet and it bred with the local squirrels, or you're talking about maybe like a sugar glider. Like sugar gliders are these tiny little flying
rats.
Yeah.
I wonder,
they're cute as fuck, don't get me wrong.
Somewhere. And I might be able to find those and confirm, because I have seen sugar gliders before.
Oh yeah, sugar gliders. They became pets here in America big time, and now they're in the wild.
So cute.
Now they're in the wild. So it could have been a sugar glider, but I can't imagine a flying squirrel, unless flying squirrels are indigenous to America. But from my understanding, it's too goddamn cold here.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure.
I don't know. I know I've heard of flying squirrels. I've never seen one.
They don't actually fly. They glide.
They jump long.
Yeah, they jump long. They fall with style, like fucking Buzz. Fucking Australia guy. They got the fucking biggest bats in the world.
Yeah, they got the most dangerous everything. They got the most dangerous everything.
Yeah, they got sharks. They got box jellyfish. They got bad comedians.
They got red eye, who's fucking annoying.
Got irukandji, which are basically like a box jellyfish, but about as big as your thumbnail, and they will fucking nearly kill you being stung. We've had people in hospital, and because climate change, they're moving south. Great.
You got bull ants, and those fuckers are horrible.
Yeah, they're in my front yard. Bulldog ants.
Yeah, are they called bulldog ants? I thought I said bull ants. Yeah. Those some of bitches are supposed to be mean as fuck.
Yep. Think of a wasp that went, flying's fun, but if I walked, I could kill every single fucking thing I come across on the way to where I'm going. So fuck wings, tore its own wings off and started walking. And these fuckers have got thermal vision, so at night time you think you're good. No, they see your body heat and they swarm you.
Oh fuck!
That's how rattlesnakes hunt.
Yep, rattlesnakes are bad around here. Well, yeah, Magog's in the south. That's one of our biggest threats. And cottonmouths.
Oh yeah,
cottonmouths, copperheads, and water moccasins.
Water moccasins, yep, moccasins. That's
a cottonmouth. I mean, it's just another name for a cottonmouth.
Yeah, but cottonmouth, the motherfucker. I caught one time, and
fuck, would you do that?
No, I was fishing. I didn't mean to catch it.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you caught it like, ooh, look, a snake.
No. This fat man don't like snakes. I caught them, and what I did, like the pussy that I am, I just dropped my rod and wheel, walked the fuck away.
I cut the line every time a fucking cottonmouth grabs my bait, man. I'm fucking.
Yeah, I do too. I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny, like But anyway, yeah, I cut the line.
Wait a second. Oh, you guys go fishing for fish, and you cast your bait out, and you catch these water moccasins.
They'll bite anything, dude.
They will
fucking strike at anything. I was reeling a catfish in, and I was like, I had to catfish, and he come up into the mud. I had him on the bank, And then all of a sudden that snake come out the mud and just wrapped around that catfish. And I was like, nope, done.
God damn.
Yeah, them things will chase you too. They'll come out the water and be like, hey, human.
Oh, Red Eye's making fun of us is what he's doing. Red Eye's making fun of us.
No, I'm not. We have snakes that, look, if I go into a cane field, I may come across a taipan and those fuckers will chase you. But I've been fishing, and I've been fishing many, many, many years. Not fucking once have I ever seen a snake attack my fucking fish as I'm reeling the cunt in. Not once. That doesn't happen here.
You don't have cottonmouths. The reason their alternate name is water moccasins is because they live in the fucking water. Yeah. And they fucking, so you see their little heads in a pond or whatever. Now, they don't like clear water. They don't like spring-fed water. It's too cold for them. But if you're fishing in a pond or a small lake that is just like mostly like just, you know, regular water and it's nice and swampy and it's got algae in it and shit, you'll have fucking water moccasins everywhere.
Yeah, if it's the dirtier the pond, the more dangerous the pond.
Yeah, you can go swimming in a lake that's clear water, you know, clean, cool spring water, and not have any snakes. But if you don't jump in a damn random pond in Arkansas, you get your ass eat.
Yeah, dude, they're bad around here.
Yeah, Pimp reminds me of a friend I grew up with, a big guy. We called him Bear.
Fat.
And he'd go noodling.
Oh, fuck that. No. Hell no.
And
Anybody.
He had snake bites up and down his arm. He was so immune from being bit so many times by cottonmouths that he'd get in the water. He'd take his shirt off, big hairy fucking guy, you know. He'd get in the water. I would go get me a catfish.
Fuck that shit.
You know, and he was Cajun too. So I tell you what, man. Get my catfish. Y'all can use your rods and bait. I can get me a catfish. You know,
that's the weirdest Cajun accent.
And he go in the water and he stick his hand in the hole and go, "Bet goddamn snake again, goddamn snake again." I can't.
Yeah, man, they don't care. They're fucking brave motherfuckers, dude. There's no way my big pussy ass is getting there and sticking my hand in a hole and hope a catfish bites. Fuck that shit.
Does my Australian friend even know what noodling is?
Oh, yes. I've watched many videos and I've just sat there going, that's fucking insane. So, like, first time I watched it, noodling, what the fuck's this? And the dude just sort of off with the shirt, wades in, starts feeling around. It's like, he said, I found a hole here. I'm going to stick my hand and see if we can get a catfish. And fucking jams his arm down. And he fucking lifts his arm up, and there's like a 4.5 foot long fucking catfish. His arm's into this thing. It's like past the elbow, and the catfish, luckily, has got no teeth, but it's got like weird plates that it can still grind. So this dude's holding this cat, and it's going, chewing on his arm, and he's going, that's how he noodle catfish. I'm like, are you fucking all insane over there? It's like, are you fucking really? Do you muddy water? I'm going to go into there's a hole. I'm going to stick my arm in and see what the fuck happens.
It's guessing. Is it going to happen? Or it's fucking retarded.
Is it an alligator snapping turtle? Is it a catfish? Is it a water moccasin? I don't know. Let's find out.
Right? Yeah. No. I've seen my buddy Bear. Man, he pulled out a 80-pound catfish one time.
Fucking hell!
Yeah,
the thing was huge, dude. He pulled that fucking thing. I was like, "This fucker's heavy. I'm gonna need some help."
Mud cat get big.
Yeah, mud cat get.
We got the pig hunting thing though, which is like the Aussie version of instead of using a firearm, which makes sense. You get yourself a decent sized dog or two, slap a bit of leather armor on your dogs. And then grab your Bowie knife and walk out into the paddock going, here, pig, 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 and get the dogs to grab the pig. And then once the dogs have secured the pig by grabbing it on the snout and by the ears, you walk in, pull out your knife, cut the pig's throat.
Wow.
That's
not a knife.
And one of the properties we go shooting on, the gentleman was out pig hunting, and sometimes the pigs get one up on you, and as he was climbing through the fence, the pig charged and it gutted him, and he had to drive himself to the hospital with his entrails holding his own guts in.
Yep.
Wow.
half an hour drive, and he stayed conscious for the whole fucking. Got to the hospital and fell out of the car and passed out on the road.
You know, there's a lot of wild boar around here, a lot of wild pig around here.
Oh yeah, there's a reason our football team's the Razorbacks.
Yep, it sure is. I was just about to talk about that.
Arkansas, man, them
Arkansas
kill you. I don't give a fuck. Like, there was a 16-year-old girl about 2 years ago was like at a camping site, and she went on a walk with her iPod and her, listen to music, and she went on a fucking nature trail, and a mama pig was nearby with the baby pigs. You don't want to stumble onto that.
No.
And that boar charged. It was a 400-pound boar, and
God,
that razorback killed that 16-year-old. Like, tore her fucking up.
Yep.
You know, they're fucking mean, dude. And they're overbreeding. So, like in Texas, you don't even need a license. You can literally just go out and kill pig. You don't need a hunting license, nothing. You can shoot them on the street.
Well, there's way too many, man. They're taking over.
And they eat anything. I've been shooting, and I've seen the cattle out on this property called Drought Masters. They're basically bred with the zebu, so they get that big lump and they don't need much water. And we knew that there was one dead in the paddock there. We've got up right on dawn, and I'm walking ahead of my dad. My dad and his mate have got bad eyes, and I'm seeing this cow, and it's fucking moving, but I know it's dead. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm walking along, and I'm sort of looking. It's lying down on the ground. I can see its spine and its back, and then I get around so I can see the gut cavity. There's two adult pigs standing out chewing on, and then I've had a shot at one and I've missed, and then all of the fucking piglets run out from inside of the dead cow.
Yep.
Fucked off. They eat everything except the
teeth.
A couple of teeth. That's it.
That's all they don't eat. Teeth. Well, they'll eat it. They just can't digest it. It's the only thing they don't digest.
They shit it out.
You can feed a corpse to pigs, and they will devour everything except the teeth.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's been a lot of Southern people disappear because of that shit.
Yeah, you don't ever want to date a pig farmer's daughter, because if he ever gets pissed at you, you're gonna go away.
Yeah, I heard, this was years ago, but I heard in Missouri the meth is real big. This is big here too, but there was this one meth guy who fed his enemies to the pigs.
Yep,
doesn't surprise me.
We had something kind of funny happen here because of a pig. Like somebody fucking, I don't know, exotic animals, black market or whatever. This guy got a fucking panther for a pet.
Oh.
God
and
damn.
He let it out in the wild, and it was killing boar.
Wow.
In Arkansas. The animal control had to hunt this fucking panther down out in the fucking woods and fucking trank him and take him to the zoo because he was like out there just like, this place is fun. There's pigs everywhere. Like, yummy.
A buffet.
Because we don't have anything really like that. We don't have mountain lions or anything here. It's too hot,
Bear.
So, so boar don't have any natural enemies here.
Except a bear.
No, bears usually leave boars alone. They'll attack. Really? They'll attack each other if they're in a territory, but they don't eat them. They're not a natural predator. They don't hunt.
I didn't know. I did not know. I figured they would.
No, bears are actually garbage and berry eaters and fish.
Yeah, they're more scavengers. Yeah.
Now maybe a grizzly or something, but boar don't live where grizzlies are, and grizzlies don't live here. The biggest bear we have here in Arkansas, black bears.
Yeah, Canine's your best bet for predators to be predators for your pigs. It's like you get out in the bush. We've got a big problem with domestic dogs breeding with dingoes, so you get really big fucking big dog, like Alsatian-sized dingoes and dingoes the color that are black, and it's fucking weird. So there's actually a bounty on anything that's not a pure dingo. They sort of want you to shoot it, but they hunt in packs, and they'll bring down a pig or two, but they don't thin out the numbers because the pigs have got so much fucking food because of farming. They just start breeding like rabbits. It's fucking insane.
I tell you, be careful with like little dogs though, because like.
Yeah.
When I was younger, we had a big backyard. We had like an acre, right? And my sister wanted a Chihuahua, and she got a Chihuahua. And Chihuahua was little. And we let Chihuahua outside, and suddenly, like, she wasn't there anymore. And we thought she ran away. We went looking all over the neighborhood. My dad was driving around. My sister was very upset. And I went back home to see, I was like, I'll stay at home in case she comes back, or whatever. And then I'm out back, trying to figure out how she got out of the backyard. And I hear some rustling. And I look up in the tree, and this fucking hawk is up in the tree just eating something.
Oh,
and I was like, oh, shit. And I got a little closer, and the hawk, looked at me. And there was this chihuahua's head just hanging off of its spine. Like the rest of its body was gone. And here's the chihuahua's head. And I was just like, hi, Mr. Hawk. And the hawk was like, what? Fuck you gonna do?
What you gonna
do? Like, yeah, I ate your dog. So
Got some, nigga. Your dog was tasty.
Yeah, I told my parents about it. And we decided not to tell my sister. And,
of course, yeah.
I think it was better that she thought the dog ran away.
Yeah, that's so brutal, dude.
It's sad,
man.
My fucking chihuahua wasn't no bigger than a damn rat. To a hawk that looks like food.
That's a fucking little buffet there, right there on four legs, going ding 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 ding. Probably had a nice bell on its collar too. It's like, oh, hello.
That's like my dog that I got a pet, right? And every time he's on camera, people are like, oh, he's so cute. And he is. He's the sweetest dog ever until you put a cat around him. He actually killed a cat, and I felt bad, but I didn't want to tell the neighbor my dog killed his cat, but I had to, right? So I walked over and I had the cat in my arms, and then guess who answered the door? The little girl.
Oh.
It was like,
I could explain this.
What happened? What? I was so sad. I did not want to tell him, but yeah, Diesel ripped the stomach out that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, my sister knows now, obviously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw that in the chat. No, she knew way long time ago. It's just when you're like 4.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to explain that to a child just yet.
Brad,
sorry, Prissy ain't coming home because he got eaten.
Brad Young in the chat room said didn't know hawks like Mexican food.
Yeah, well, that hog had a chimichanga for breakfast.
I feel so bad for your sister. Oh no.
Now I grew up with Yorkies. My mom's love
cute
Yorkies.
Little dog, cutest little dogs.
And I love Yorkies too because I'm a very clean person. I'm kind of OCD. I don't know if you probably noticed that from my channel. I'm perfectionist. I try.
I'm not.
I love Yorkies because they don't shed. They're one of the few dog breeds that don't. They have actual hair. They don't have fur. So they don't leave hair. They don't leave fucking hair follicles all over the goddamn house and furniture and shit.
Okay.
So I love Yorkies because of that. And Yorkies are great. I grew up with them, but they can be tiny too. Yeah. And my parents' Yorkies they got now after Mitzi and Coco died, they were full size Yorkies, so they were big. But now these 2 new Yorkies my mom has, Buffy and Lazy, they're like full grown now, and they're teacup Yorkies. So full. Your
mom likes to give dogs really gay names, doesn't she?
She's my mom.
Tiki and Coco.
No, Mitzi.
Mitzi and Coco.
Yeah.
Okay. Some gay names, man.
Hey, hold on before
female
we continue.
Dogs. What do you want? Like, what do you want to name them?
What did your mum name that new dog?
Oh, my mom gave my dog her dog the gayest name ever, Rosie. Fucking Rosie, but Rosie's cute.
But those 2 New Yorkies are teacups, so
New Yorkies,
full grown, yeah. Because Mitzi and Coco died.
I'm just saying New Yorkies. Never mind.
Yeah, that was a bad joke.
It was a bad joke.
You should feel ashamed.
I'm proud of it actually. When I make a bad joke, I'm really proud of my bad jokes. So.
But yeah, the new ones, man, they're so small that we have to watch them.
Yeah, you do.
You let them out because we learn from the Chihuahua. We go outside with them. Like even if it's cold outside, you bundle up, you go outside and watch them because you don't.
The same hogs up on the tree. Bring the Yorkies at him.
Yeah, I've had a close call here. We had a Jack Russell, and I've gone out the backyard one day, and he's barking at what I thought was nothing, and I'm like, walked over, and this fucking little bastard was there for like 10 minutes going, and I finally get close, and I step, and the carpet snake, which is just a big constrictor, a python, moves slightly. It's about 7 foot long. This tiny Jack Russell, it's it's going to get eaten by this fucking snake if I didn't intervene. The snake was just waiting for it to get close enough so I could grab it, constrict.
Yep.
And, you know, it would have been a lot quieter if I let it happen, that's for sure.
I have a big ass snake story. I used to, in teenage years, every weekend we'd go up to Heber Springs, which is where the lake is, and fish and stuff. You know, me and my buddies. So I get off of work late, and I'm heading. You know, I go up to Heber Springs, and it's nighttime by the time I get up to the campsite. They have everything all set up because I was working late.
Yeah,
I pull up to the campsite, and I'm in a Ford Ranger, right, little truck.
Yeah,
and I pull up and I stop, and I'm getting all my stuff from my truck. So I get out, and the light comes on. You know, when you open the door, and I'm pulling all the stuff out the back of my truck, and I look up, and looking through the passenger side window is a goddamn rattlesnake.
Oh, shit.
It was so big, he was up, and he was tapping on my window, and I froze. His head was the size of my fist. And I was like, no, he was up. You know how, like, they go up?
Yeah, the strike.
And his tail was all the way back around the back tire of my truck.
What the fuck?
I saw his rattle around the back end of my truck. He was 9-10 feet long.
Wow. I have never seen one that big. That's
it was a Rocky Mountain rattlesnake that was like fucking, it must have been old as shit. And I'm saying, people don't believe me when I tell that story too. I'm like, I'm trying to convince people. I wish camera phones were invented back then. You know, because I had like the Nokia brick in my pocket, you know, like it didn't have a camera on it.
I would have shit myself, dude.
Jesus Christ. My friends come over, they're like, what's up, man? Oh, yeah, we're going to go fish. They all stopped. And I was like, don't move. It's going to kill us. It was like looking at the raptor. I felt like Muldoon in Jurassic Park. I was like, clever girl. Clever girl. You know, that was Jesus Christ, that was a big ass snake. Well, we threw something at it and it fucked off into the woods, you know. Wow. You know, the bushes rattled and shit, and we went and slept in a hotel room.
To me, because rattlesnakes are mean. They're fucking ornery little fuckers anyway. The rattlesnakes, one that big, I'd be full of shit and a heart attack. I tell you right now, my pants would it'd be a stinky situation.
Oh yeah, no, they get big if they get old enough.
Yeah, I've seen them pretty good size, but I don't doubt it a bit, man. Because fuck, that's huge, though. What was you gonna say about owls, Marshall?
No, they're talking about my owl story here. But here, I'll screen share this. Look, this they actually do this. Like, I'm not lying here. There's pictures. Look at this fucking snake. Look at this fucking snake. Like, look at these snakes. This is the motherfucker that was at my truck right here.
Yeah,
fucking.
That's a rattlesnake right there. Look at these. Look at it. They get that big. I'm telling you. I'm not joking. These fucking rattlesnakes will get this fucking big. Look at the size of that fucking thing.
It just makes me want to goddamn run.
Look at this fucking thing. It's eating a goddamn rabbit.
That's a big rabbit.
That's a jackrabbit. That's not a small rabbit. That's not a bunny.
That's a big rabbit. Jackrabbits are huge.
Look at this redneck too. He's all proud. He's like, I got me a snake.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen one that. Like I said, I've seen them, pretty good size, but never like that. And I would just drop dead if I did.
Yeah, I'm fucking thing, and that's not usual for Arkansas. He must have come down from the extreme cold. You know, when we had some bad winters, he probably come down from the Rocky Mountains into the Ozarks, and then just kept moving south with the warm weather. You know, because we usually don't get rattlesnakes that big, but it scared the fuck out of me, man. That is a big ass fucking snake.
Arkansas's got some rough wildlife anyway, though.
Yeah, we got poisonous every goddamn thing here. Fucking brown recluse. Oh, I hate brown recluse.
Yeah, they suck.
Fiddle spiders suck.
Yeah, I don't like spiders.
Their fucking poison will necrotize your flesh. Like, that's how you know you got bit by a recluse. Besides the fact that it hurts like a motherfucker, your skin actually turns black and rots off.
Somebody said black widows. I think brown recluses are actually worse than black widows, if I'm not mistaken.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
We got redbacks, which is a slightly angrier version of your black widow.
Well, black widows will leave you alone. They like cold, damp places.
Yeah, they won't fuck with you that much.
They won't fuck with you all that much. Like,
brown recluse will chase your ass down.
Yeah, brown recluses get into your shoes. See, they like the moisture and stuff and the darkness, and they'll get in the fucking shoe. You got to, if you keep shoes outside, like shoes to mow the lawn or whatever, work shoes. If you keep them out on your porch or something, you got to check the toes of them. I stick a vacuum cleaner down in my shoe before I put them on.
Yeah, that's how a friend of mine's father got bit. He was putting on a boot and it bit him right on the toe, and he was sick as fuck for a long time.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And we have the weirdest thing here, man, and in Texas too, and you might even have in Mississippi. My old boss Dan, he got bit by one of these things. Yeah, we got these Lone Star ticks. They're called Lone Star ticks because they got a single white star-shaped thing on them, right?
I've heard of them.
These motherfuckers, when they bite you, change your genetic code.
Damn.
Like you get bit by a Lone Star snake. My boss Dan got bit by a Lone Star tick.
Yeah.
And now he can't eat red meat. He's allergic.
Fuck.
Holy shit, dude.
Actually, like he can't eat steak. He can't eat venison. He can't eat chicken. Or not chicken, lamb. Like he can only eat chicken and fish now. Like he is allergic to red meat because got bit by a Lone Star tick.
I've heard of them. I've never seen one. I don't know if we have them around here, but I have.
Motherfucker had been eating burgers and steaks all his life, and then one day he sat down and after getting bit, he didn't even know. He just thought it was a tick, pulled it off, Yeah. And he sat down and started eating, and he started choking, and his fucking throat closed up, and they had to rush him to the hospital. Now he has an EpiPen in his pocket everywhere he goes because if he accidentally imbibes some red meat, at a restaurant or something.
Yeah, it's easy to do. It's easy to accidentally.
Can you imagine never being able to eat a steak again because of a goddamn tick?
I'd be pissed, dude.
That is the worst. That's one of the worst things to be allergic to is good red meat, man. Fuck that. I'm allergic to I have a gay allergy. I'm allergic to cranberries. I'll die if I eat cranberries.
I'm allergic to bullshit, but I started a YouTube channel, and that seems
to help. It helps. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this right now because I hate that we had a short show today, but I do have an appointment in a little bit, and had the internet went out. That's not my fault. I can't control it. Magog fucked it up. He hit a button.
Yep, that was all me. Put it on me.
He hit the button, man, and Red Eye's Australian, so that's his fault. And,
God damn it.
God damn it. But, hey, man, thank you very much for joining us, Magog. That was a big deal. Red was really excited. He fapped like 12 times when I told him you were going to be on the show.
Oh, you're pretty well. Thanks for having me. I'm glad I could do this now and again. I like to get on people's channels and talk and meet people and stuff.
The smaller people.
No, it's not even that. I'm small. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you did. You're pretty awesome, though.
I only have 26,000 subs. That is not a big channel.
Yeah, well, I mean, on my main channel, I have 15,000, but I got. I have to stream on this channel. I still do videos, but by the way, I wanted to make what was I going to say? Fuck it, don't matter. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Hellbent will be on tomorrow. I don't know if you know Hellbent, Magog, but he's a very cool dude. He does voice acting. He has like the best voice on the planet.
Sounds like Darth Vader.
Yeah, well, I'd say he sounds like Principal Skinner.
Oh yeah, he does.
I don't know about that. That's my buddy Undoomed.
Yeah, Undoomed is awesome. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you, I would compare Hellbent's voice comparable. It's pretty awesome. I think he's got like almost 200,000 subs. He's a pretty popular guy. Anyways, yeah, dude, make sure you guys check out last night's episode of Drunken Peasants. Of course, I was on it. I'm on it a lot. Make sure you check out tomorrow night's episode of The Altered Perspective. Me and Ben, and I don't know else is gonna be on. And make sure you catch tomorrow's show. There will not be a Thursday show because I do have some appointments to take care of. But then Friday we have Fan Friday, and then next week I don't know who I'm gonna have on the show, but it'll be awesome. And thank you once again, Magog. Thank you, Red. Thank you, Marshall. You didn't talk a lot today, buddy. What's wrong?
I'm sorry. I'm having connection issues. Like, you guys have been cutting out for me a lot this whole time, but
oh, okay.
I tried to keep up best I could.
Anyways, appreciate it. Goodbye, everybody.